Hello, beautiful souls. Good morning and happy Monday. I am so excited to lead you all in the 5-day Glow Up Yoga Challenge. I am this is going to be awesome. I cannot wait. I wanted to do this because I think a lot of us kind of get lost with all the stuff that we're planning, what we got going on, summertime, and we just forget that we need to take a moment out for ourselves and we need to really pump ourselves up. I don't know if you guys saw from my post when I was introducing this 5-day glow up challenge, but the last 3 months for me, trying to become, a business owner, transitioning out of my corporate job, even just now living in LA has been such a whirlwind of emotions, self-esteem blows, and, anything you can think of. I probably went through it in the last 3 months with all the changes. And I think for all of you out there, if you've been dealing with anything or you just haven't had time to really reflect on yourself, I think this is the perfect opportunity to do so. So in these 5 days, we are preparing for August 8th, which is the most powerful day to set intention, to move towards what it is you want to manifest, and to also just really show up as yourself, like really be grounded in you and being confident in who you are. And I kid you not, every time this portal comes around, I always get this rush of confidence and I could take on the world. And I just want to do stuff. I want to make, I want to create, I want to be out there. I want to express who I am. And I think every time it comes around, I get a little stronger and a little stronger and a little closer to myself every time. So the purpose of this is to guide you for the next 5 days to be able to get closer to yourself and really manifest what it is you want. And that's on August 8th. August 8th is the strongest day for you to magnetize your manifestations and to really stand in your power and be who you are and not be ashamed of it. So I'm super excited to walk you guys through this. I think that the Lionsgate portal is a very magical and strong time in our auspicious world. And I really believe that if you put in the energy to focus on yourself and give yourself that love, you can definitely take it to the next level. You could take whatever it is you want to the next level, but you got to give yourself the opportunity to do it. And these next 5 days are a way for you to just take a moment for you, take a moment to reflect, take a moment to really understand what it Today's lesson is going to be in confidence. It's all about confidence today. So today, what I want you to do is take a nice seat here. Take a seat with me and let's just breathe. We don't breathe enough consciously. We kind of just take it for granted, right? We just let the natural interworkings of our body just do its thing. But let's take a moment. Let's calm the bodies, calm the mind. Let's breathe. Let's go inward. And then we are going to be ready to connect with our confidence with the yoga pose that I've chosen that I believe would be perfect for today's intro. All right. So go ahead and get in a nice, comfortable seat, sitting on a yoga pillow, on your mat, whatever it is, even in a chair if you don't want to be on the ground. And place your right hand on your heart, your left hand on your belly. Take a nice inhale, gently close your eyes, lower your head so that your chin is close to your chest. Take a nice breath in, feeling your chest rise, feeling your belly, just connecting with yourself. Inhale, exhale, sigh out the mouth. Inhale, exhale, sigh out the mouth. This next time, I want you to take a nice big inhale. Really feel your chest rise, filling with the air. Hold it for 4 seconds and then exhale really slowly and gently. Ready? Begin. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Go back to your regular breath, breathing in your natural rhythm. Raise your head up nice and slowly. Go ahead and bring your chin to the sky. And take a nice inhale in. And then go ahead and bring your head back to neutral. Then drop your hands, bringing them back to your knees, sitting comfortably. Gently opening your eyes. So I want you to think of a time when you were super confident, you felt confident, you felt like you made all the right decisions, you did all the right things. I want you to go back to a time like that for yourself. And if you have your journal handy, go ahead and write down like how that made you feel when you felt that confidence, that unwavering confidence that you had. Talk about where you were, who you were with, how you felt. Can't remember what year it was, but this was when I was in San Francisco and I was working with Tony, and we had a huge project. I mean, huge. And this is when the company was doing really well. And Tony had to fly out to, where do you have to fly out to? He had to fly out to New York or somewhere on the East Coast for a project. Like, this was huge for us. We're like, oh my God, you're going to the East Coast. I'll be here manning the projects. Like, it was super exciting. So he was out of town on that project, and I was still in San Francisco running the projects in the warehouse. And at first I was afraid because, Tony always handled all the creative. I only did the back end stuff. So for me to have to step in and guide his team and lead them as Tony would, because he knows all the materials, he knows all the stuff, it was a magical time because, I was able to step into his shoes and get it done. And I was confident that I could do it because I had been watching him for so long and I learned so much from him. But at first, of course, I was a little hesitant and afraid, but, it went beautifully. And Tony came back and he was like, oh, we got to do this, we got to do that. And then he looked at it closer and he was like, actually, it's done. It's perfect. And you can't imagine the smile I had on my face when he said that, because I just knew he's going to come back and be like, it's all wrong. But no, he was very happy and the client was happy. And that came from me having to pull the confidence that I can do this. I can lead this team. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for so long. I can handle it. But at first, it was a little scary. So that's my quick little confidence story of when I felt my most confident. And it held out, it took me for a pretty long ride. I held on to that confidence for quite some time. And that's what we have to do. We have to remember those times when we were really confident in ourselves and we stood in our power and we did what we had to do. And we know that we are making the right decisions. So, as I said, go ahead and reflect on that time that you were confident. Go ahead and write it down, maybe like 3 or 4 lines about how it made you feel when you were feeling that confidence and what you did to feel confident. And we will get into our pose of the day. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to write on that, reflect on it, and then we'll get into our pose. All right, beautiful souls. So today's pose is the mountain pose. And we're going to stand in our power. We're going to stand in our confidence. We're going to ignite our connection with the earth and ignite ourselves and feel that confidence. So I want you to go ahead and find a nice stance here, open leg stance. Doesn't have to be too wide, just about the width of your hips. Bringing your hands to your side, hands facing in front of you, open nice and wide. Go ahead and roll the shoulders back. This is our mountain pose. You want to bring your chest up high. Go ahead and tilt the head back. Standing strong, connected with the earth in our mountain pose. Feeling your confidence, feeling connected, grounded, strong. If anything was to come to you, it would bounce off because you are standing in power. And I want you to repeat this affirmation. You can repeat it silently, or you can repeat it verbally. But repeat this affirmation 3 times to yourself to seal in your confidence. I trust my abilities, and I trust in myself. I trust in my abilities, and I trust in myself. I trust in my abilities, and I trust in myself. Reflect on that time that you felt so confident, that time that you made the right decisions and you knew you were making the right decisions. Breathe comfortably. Continue to breathe. Standing in your power, standing with confidence. Let's seal in this power that we have in today's asana by bringing our hands to the heart and belly, bringing our head down. One last time. I believe in my abilities and I trust myself. Go ahead and breathe. Let the body soften. Go ahead and soften the knees. Come back to seated. Thank you so much for allowing me to lead you in that short practice. Today, I want you to carry your confidence and that affirmation with you throughout the day. When you start to waver from it, go back to that moment that you made the right decisions, that you stood in your confidence, that you stood in your power, that you were grounded within yourself, and no one can move you. I wish you a beautiful day. I'm so excited to continue to share this experience with you, and I look forward to another beautiful practice tomorrow. See you at 9 a.m. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.